Kakadosh Boker or Mishna Yomi Masechet Sanhedrin Perek Zayin chapter 7. We are on Mishnah Yod and Yod Aleph. Okay, so Mishnah Yod says Hamesit, somebody that persuades another person to do avodah zarah. Zehediot hamesit taidiot. This is referring to a regular person who persuades another regular person, right? Only in that case is the punishment stoning, right? Regular person to another regular person. We're not talking about like a prophet or a navi or a rabbi or no. Regular person to another regular person, or a regular person to a town, and then it's going to be, if you remember, chenek instead of sekilah. Okay, amarlo. If he comes and he tells him, right? He comes and he tells him, Yesh abim komploni. There's a God in a certain place. Kach ochele, kach shota, kach metiva, kach media. This is what he eats, right? This is what he drinks. This is what he rewards. This is how he punishes, right? All these things, right? He says those who do not worship it. So he says that's explanation of an example. How do you start persuading somebody to do it? Why? Because you start telling, by the way, it's in a certain place. It's in this. It's in that. Fine. Kol chayve mitot, right? Shebatorah en machminim alehem. All the cases of chayavim mitot, which are basically the ones that are going to be liable for execution, we do not hide the witnesses to catch them in the act, chutz mizo, except for this one. Meaning, we will never try to come and catch someone persuading another person. There, we hide witnesses. Meaning, if I'm going to come and I'm going to suspect that somebody, I'm not going to hide witnesses, like as a trap or like as a sting operation. Here, they would do it. Amar l'shnayim ve'nedav. If he said to two people that they should, and they are fitting to be witnesses, mevi'in oto lebetim misoklin oto. So they bring him to the court and they stone him to death. Amar le'echad, if he said to one person, hu omer yesh li chaverim rotzim bekach, and he says, I have friends that want to do it. However, though, he come and he says, if he was clever and he says he cannot speak in front of them because he's afraid that they're going to testify against him in court, then we're going to put witnesses behind the gader. Tell me what you just said. And then he says, he says, well, how are you going to leave Hashem your God? And what, we're going to start doing, worshiping wood and stones? If he retracts, it's fine. If not, if he says no, that's what you're supposed to do. They bring him to Bedin, and they stone him to death. Again, this is talking about the Mesit. He says, what happens if someone says, I'm going to worship the idol, and then you should do it after me? Or I'm going to go and worship the idol, and then you should do so after me. What was the difference? I will worship the idol, and you should do so afterwards. Or I will go and worship an idol, and you will do so afterwards. Bach. He says, right? Says, I'm going to go slaughter it, or I will go, right, and slaughter an offering, and then you should do after me, or let us go and slaughter and then afterwards. Aktiv and again is burning, right? Or anasech, to do a wine offering, or I'm going to go, right, and I'm going to bow down, or the same thing, right, that I should go and you should come after me, right? In all these cases, it's going to be the same halachot as well. Hamediach, when we're talking about now someone who's corrupt and he's going to be mediach an entire city, although a person who persuades an individual is going to be, as if that they're suggesting they should act separately, I will worship the idol and you should do it so after me. A person who corrupts a town's residents is not liable unless he says that they should act together, because they're all acting, right, all as one group, right? Mishnah Yud Aleph Chashef, somebody that performs magic. If a person comes and he does, right, an action of magic, he's going to be chayav. But not just you're just doing like, things that are just like the eyes, trickery of the eyes, that it appears to be magic. Rabbi Kiva says, if two people use magic to gather cucumbers in a field, it's possible that one of them is going to be chayav and one of them is going to be patur. How could it be? If right now you're actually doing it, it's going to be chayav, because again, you're actually doing an action, you're going to be chayav. But if you're just doing ochezet ha'enayim, that it just appears to be doing magic, you're going to be patur.